Blessings, Pisces Collective. This is Mastershamanpalichee. If you haven't already, go out to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. If there's anything you need from me, such as a personal reading, one-on-one shamanic healing, or to see if the spiritual path is right for you, you can definitely schedule a personal session with me. It is down in the description below. Also, you can go ahead and sign up for the newsletter if you've been watching my videos and you are resonating and it's resonating with you. At the end, if everything makes sense, please go down to drop me a comment below and let me know how it has worked for you. I would appreciate you paying it forward in that way. And let's get into your shamanic soul reading and see what kind of messages come through. So right now, Pisces, what I'm getting is the Eight of Spades. Eight of Spades is coming into play right now. Your energy feels a bit on a 0 to 10 rate energy. It feels about a -7 or so, -6, 7. You're in a rut right now, almost feeling like there's some kind of stuckness. This stuckness, and we'll take a look into that, but what I'm feeling more on a soul level for you right now, Pisces Collective, is that it feels a bit stuffy or almost restrained or constrained. Like there's something that you want to do, but you can't really move right now. And pulling up this energy, this card, the energy is gaining momentum. So, whatever that you are going through and have been stuck in, and maybe are currently stuck in, there's going to be some energy that's going to gain its momentum. It feels like this is going into a career or purposeful path as well. In that area, that life area, for the career area or the abundance area, it feels like it's headed into that direction, or it's talking about that direction or that area. I get the perspective card right here. None of this matters. Zoom out and find common ground. So whatever you're going through right now, you want to zoom out and not really go into the nitty-gritty or the details, and not worry if what detail is going to fit with what, or maybe even the logistics of everything that you're doing, if it's going to come into play, if it's going to make sense right now. Right now, it may not make sense for you, so you may need to zoom out, just like the card says, and have a more 30,000 foot perspective on it. And that will help you to alleviate any worries and anxiety that you've been having lately on it. Even dreams, I see, right? So there could have been a dream that was very vivid lately, and perhaps it's coming into view for you that you are actually more anxious about the details of what you're trying to do in your life, and not taking a step back to look at the big picture. Because sometimes if you look at the details, the big picture is going to feel overwhelming. It's going to feel, whatever you're doing, the logistics of it is going to feel overwhelming. So right now you want to get yourself back in place. And whatever it is that you're also trying to get forward to, like a goal that you are, it's almost kind of like there's some workings that has to come together, like pieces of the puzzle that you are putting together to make this big picture. Okay. And right now, what you need to understand and just have it in your heart, that you're going to be willing to take a leap of faith. If you're looking at the big picture, you're going to be willing to take this leap of faith, and that this leap of faith is going to get you to ultimately to where you are dreaming and desiring to be. Okay. So taking a leap of faith right now in whatever that you're doing, going towards this career area, or more, maybe even more purposeful area that you've been thinking of what you should do or shouldn't do in that area, and to make it even bigger and better. I feel like you're just you're going to take a risk, take a leap of faith, putting your heart's true desire into this leap of faith, and just giving it a go. Be willing to say yes to what's coming. And even if you say yes to what's coming, don't worry too much about the details and how you're going to put everything, how every piece and part is going to fit together. Because at the end of the day, it is going to fit together. Take time to breathe. So that's good for you to know right now, is to not give too much worry or have too much anxiety over what you are trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish, because as long as you're having the momentum and feeling this momentum, feeling like what you're taking the mini steps and getting there, it's going to be fine. You know, taking the time to rest and breathe it out right now is going to be one of the key helpers in you actually accomplishing what you ultimately want to do. You're also getting started right now. You're just getting started. And so have patience with yourself and the process, and don't give up on what you have just started. Okay. What has been going on in your mind lately, your thoughts, where you're going towards this thing that you're trying to accomplish. It's going to be blossoming as you go. So, with every little step, there's going to be light that shines on the next step and then the next. And that's how it's going to appear for you as you are starting and going to arrive at whatever this goal is that you are trying to have for yourself. And sometimes, for some of you, Pisces Collective, you're very intuitive. So you know exactly what you really want, but maybe that picture may not be so clear at times. And you want to give it some time, right, to do the small action steps so that you can actually see that bigger picture more clear. The goal is to see the big picture clearer and not try to work in, utilize your energy to work in all the little details. And then all of a sudden it changes upon you, right? It's like as if you're working very, really hard and laser focused on this thing in the details. But all of a sudden, a week later, now you have to shift things to a different position or a different point of view, right? And then your whole plans that you had just worked really hard on in one week, the next week it changes on you. So stand your ground on what you believe in that feels true in the big picture. Again, don't worry about the small details in this big picture, because these details may have to change in a couple days, in a week, in a month. So stand your ground on what you believe is right and speak your truth to what you believe that you can have the capabilities and the skills right now to do. Now, I know Pisces wants to always hurry up and get things done, right? You don't want to procrastinate, though sometimes you will. When you do and you go into this, whatever the activities are that's really in a hurry, you will then maybe have to step back to say, hey, this may not, in the next week, this may not be what it's going to be it's panning out to be. So as we move forward, Pisces Collective, your energy is going to start to rise up again, rise up into a good energy, a more stable energy, that is. And there seems to be a positive outlook for you, especially when it goes into the more financial, and when it goes into, maybe having money worries right now, right? So it feels like there's going to be some kind of financial abundance coming in through the divine and manifestation. Whatever you've been thinking and wanting and desiring, that's going to come out for you not too long from now. So it may be a little while. It's not going to be right away, but it's going to be something that you've been wanting and desiring and actually working towards in the nitty gritty. But then again, it's this big picture that's going to be showing to you of what you ultimately will gain. Your joy, your this feeling of joy, this feeling of, we get the Nine of Cups, right? So we get this feeling of joy, this shift that goes into the goals that you will be achieving, or maybe perhaps going through these goals and actually gaining partial of these goals already by the first half of whatever that you're doing, the first half part of your project, you're already going to be receiving more than half of what you have been putting your energy into. So don't worry about what is to come. Worry about more about the big picture. And actually, it's not the word worry, it's more like have an outlook, a positive outlook on what this thing is that you are doing, and that the outlook is going to be a positive one, that whatever that you're working towards, look at it from the big picture, 30,000 feet from here, and see that it's going to come out for you, that this abundance is actually going to roll out, and before you know it, you're going to be celebrating with your loved one, celebrating with that person that you are ultimately into, and they are into you as well. And you're going to be celebrating and celebrating more so, not so much about just life in general, but really about what you have accomplished in the time that you have utilized to get to that goal. So there's also going to be a feeling like you're going to be in paradise, almost kind of like you're going to be in relaxation state, or should I say rest and recuperate the energy that you have utilized to get there. It's going to pay off in the end. And when I say in the end, it's going to be, not the ultimate end, but whatever this end looks like for you and the time frame in that end, it's going to be a celebration for you. Okay. I'm going to bring in a spirit message for you, Pisces Collective. Take a moment and take a deep breath, bringing in some good energies now. And breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. Yes, make your cake, bake it, and eat it too. Lick the frosting like you have never, and enjoy this time. There's more to meets the eye, dear Pisces Collective. You know that, so go for that. No worries, no hurry. The time falls into its place. I'm going to stop there, Pisces Collective. If this made sense for you in any way, shape, or form, type your comment down below and let me know how it did for you. If you need anything from me, it's in the description below. All right? Warmest blessings from Master Shaman Palichee. Talk soon.